Ah, Monaco, a place where the line between fantasy and reality blurs, not because of some magical mist, but due to the sheer number of supercars zooming down the streets. This tiny principality on the French Riviera is the epicenter of luxury, where even the pigeons probably have caviar for breakfast. And why not? Monaco is the playground of the world's elite, where billionaires congregate to flaunt their riches in the most glamorous way possible. In Monaco, the term rush hour has a very different meaning. Picture this, a convoy of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bugattis, and Rolls-Royces all idling at a red light, their engines purring like well-fed lions. It's a daily ritual akin to a symphony where the first violin is replaced by a revving V12 engine. The streets of Monaco, particularly around Casino Square, are a live showroom for the world's most exotic and expensive cars. If you ever wanted to see a traffic jam that's more valuable than the GDP of some countries, Monaco is the place. The Principality, despite its modest size, just 2.1 square kilometers, is packed with the world's rarest supercars. Here, a Ferrari's not just a car, it's a statement of status. An accessory more crucial than a wristwatch. In Monaco, seeing a Ferrari or McLaren P1 is as common as spotting a Honda Civic in any other city. These aren't just cars, they're art on wheels, each with a price tag that could fund a small island nation. And the best part? The people of Monaco treat these cars like toys. You'll see supercars casually parked along the street as if they were ordinary vehicles. But don't be fooled, this is a place where parking your Pagani Zonda isn't just about finding a spot, it's about choosing the right location to make the biggest impact. Monaco's obsession with speed is epitomized by the Monaco Grand Prix, one of the most prestigious events in the Formula One calendar. Held annually, this race transforms the already bustling streets of Monte Carlo into a high-octane racetrack. The city literally shuts down as the elite gather on their balconies and super yachts to watch cars zip by at breakneck speeds. It's as if the entire principality takes a collective breath, waiting for the roar of engines and the scent of burning rubber. The Grand Prix is not just a race, it's a social event of epic proportions. Celebrities, royals, and business tycoons converge here, turning Monaco into a massive networking event. With a side of adrenaline, for a few days each year, the streets of Monaco aren't just paved with luxury, they're defined by it. And for those who can't be in a Formula One car themselves, owning a supercar is the next best thing. Monaco's real estate market is a bit like a car scene, exclusive, eye-wateringly expensive, and utterly extravagant. In a place where space is at a premium, the sky is literally the limit. Monaco's skyline is dotted with luxurious high-rise apartments that offer breathtaking views of the Mediterranean Sea. But these aren't just any apartments, these are palatial suites where the world's wealthiest individuals reside. Take, for instance, Tour Odeon, standing 107 meters tall. It's the second tallest building on the Mediterranean coast and home to some of the most expensive real estate on the planet. The penthouse, which occupies the top 5 floors of the building, comes with a private rooftop infinity pool and a slide that spirals down it from the balcony. Yes, you read that right. A slide in a penthouse. Because when you're paying over $400 million for a home, why not add a bit of amusement park flair? Then there's the Hotel de Paris, a staple of Monaco's luxury scene. It's not just a hotel, it's an institution. Celebrities, royalty, and billionaires alike flock to its opulent suites, where even the wallpaper probably has a higher thread count than your sheets. And the service? Let's just say if you ask for room service, don't be surprised if a Michelin-starred chef shows up at your door with a silver platter. Monaco's fashion scene is as dazzling as its car collection. The streets are a runway, and the residents are always dressed to impress. Here, haute couture isn't just reserved for special occasions, it's the everyday uniform. You're as likely to see a lady in a Chanel gown buying groceries as you are to see a businessman in a bespoke Brioni suit zipping around in his Maserati. The Principality is also home to some of the most exclusive parties in the world. The Monaco Yacht Show, for example, is the ultimate gathering for the world's elite, where billionaires and celebrities rub elbows aboard super yachts that are more like floating palaces. And let's not forget the Grand Prix, a high-octane event where the supercar culture truly comes to life. It's not just a race, it's a week-long festival of excess, with parties that start at sunset and end when the sun rises again. Even the nightlife in Monaco is a cut above. Clubs like Jimmy Z's are legendary, where the champagne flows as freely as the beats, and the dance floor is packed with people who've likely never heard the word budget. In Monaco, the party never really stops. It just moves from one luxurious venue to the next. Monaco isn't just about flaunting wealth, it's also about enjoying it in the most sophisticated ways possible. Yachting is practically a national sport here, with the Port Hercules harbor filled with vessels that make the Titanic look like a dinghy. These aren't just boats, they're floating mansions, complete with everything from helipads to swimming pools. At the Monaco Yacht Club, well, let's just say the initiation fee costs more than your average house. The Casino de Monte Carlo is another iconic symbol of Monaco's luxury. It's a place where fortunes are won and lost in the blink of an eye, and where the dress code is strictly black tie. But for the high rollers of Monaco, losing a few million at the roulette table is just part of the fun. After all, what's the point of being fabulously wealthy if you can't take a few risks? And then there's the food. Monaco's dining scene is a Michelin star-studded affair, with restaurants that offer some of the finest cuisine in the world. Whether it's indulging in truffles at Le Louis XV, Alain Ducasse's Temple of Gastronomy, or savoring fresh seafood with a view at the Blue Bay, dining in Monaco is an experience that engages all the senses. And the wine lists? Let's just say that the sommeliers in Monaco probably have more degrees than a thermometer. So, what does a typical day in Monaco look like for the world's elite? It might start with a leisurely breakfast on the terrace of your penthouse overlooking the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. Perhaps you'll then take your supercar for a spin along the winding roads of Côte d'Azur, turning heads as you go. Or maybe you'll head to the harbor, where your yacht awaits for a day of sun, sea, and champagne. Lunch could be a casual affair at a beachside cafe, or a more formal meal at one of the Principality's many gourmet restaurants. The afternoon might be spent shopping in the designer boutiques that line the streets, or perhaps at the spa enjoying a treatment that costs as much as a weekend getaway in most places. As evening falls, it's time to don your finest attire and hit the town. Whether it's a gala at the Prince's Palace, a charity auction at the Grimaldi Forum, or simply a night out at one of Monaco's exclusive clubs, the night is sure to be filled with glamour and excitement. Monaco might be small, but its influence is anything but. This tiny principality has become a symbol of luxury and excess, a place where the world's wealthiest come to see and be seen. It's a place that represents the pinnacle of what money can buy, where the supercar is king and where luxury isn't just an option, it's a necessity. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Monaco also serves as a reminder of the vast wealth inequality that exists in the world. While the elite of Monaco live in a world of unimaginable luxury, many people around the globe struggle to make ends meet. In a way, Monaco is both a celebration of the world's wealthiest and a stark contrast to the realities faced by much of the world's population. Yet despite this, Monaco continues to attract the world's elite, drawn by its unique blend of luxury, beauty, and exclusivity. It's a place where dreams come true if you can afford the price tag. And for those who can, there's no place quite like Monaco. So, whether you're a car enthusiast, a fashion lover, or just someone who enjoys the finer things in life, Monaco is the ultimate playground. It's a place where the supercar is more than just a mode of transport, it's a way of life. Where luxury is the norm and where glamour is as essential as oxygen, Monaco isn't just a destination, it's a state of mind. We are committed to releasing 3 videos a week. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more luxury videos.